An interesting start. Because I got a feeling one morning we're going to turn up here and it just won't work. Both Sophia, well, we'll see.
Well, because of changes.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
If we're live, I don't want to say anything, so
Okay.
I'm not risking it. But interesting times. So the 3, 2, 1, which says we're live, so we can't start moving about now. Right, okay, let's come on screen. And I'm going to go like this. Okay, hello, Angelika.
Hello, Steven.
Right, okay, this is, and we can say welcome to the show. And this is Ask Angelika, German Centers for Sledging, Season 6, Episode 6. Angelika, would you like to talk about our topic today?
Yes, I last time we did ice skating, and I was going to do another winter sport, but I couldn't quite decide which one. And the reason I went for sledging, that's my hairdresser's fault. On Friday evening, we had quite a bit of snow here in Wiltshire. And it looked absolutely beautiful. I took a quick picture because I knew it wouldn't stay long. And my hairdresser was telling me this week that because their young son, I think he's 6, hasn't really seen much snow in his life either, they decided to take him sledging. And they had some hats with little torches at the front. So they went to get their sledge and drove somewhere where they knew they could go sledging. And according to her, he said afterwards that was the best best night of his life. And so I thought, well, if they had been in Germany and they'd been speaking German, then some of these sentences that I've chosen might just be the ones that they might have been using.
Brilliant. So I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to take you off solo, and we're back on screen now. No. Right, we're back on screen. So we're going to talk about sledging, and basically the way this works is Angelika's put together 9 sentences in German with the English translation, thank goodness. I'm going to read the German. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then together we'll translate it. Now, if you're watching live, I'd like to say a big thank you from Wiltshire in England, which is not snowy at the moment. Can't do any sledging today.
No.
It is darn cold, isn't it?
Yeah, and we couldn't do much. They couldn't do much sledging that evening either. She said they went home when the snow started turning into rain, and we all knew it wouldn't last long. So it was good while it lasted.
It was. Right, okay, so let's go for phrase 1 of 9. Kommst du mit zum Schlittenfahren rodeln?
Yeah, there's 2 words there. Both mean the same thing. So kommst du mit zum Schlittenfahren, or people might say kommst du mit zum Rodeln?
Right, so kommst du, are you going? Or do you want to go? Do you want to go? And I'm going to guess here that Schlittenfahren is actually sledging. What's the difference between Schlittenfahren and rodeln?
There isn't. I think it's probably regional. I know we as kids only ever use Schlittenfahren, but I know a lot of people use Rodeln. So either of those are fine. And when I did my research online, websites used either of those words as well.
Okay. So it comes to mit zum Schlittenfahren or Rodeln, and the translation is, are you coming sledging?
So the mitkommen is to come with somebody, but in German you don't need to say kommst du mit mir or mit uns or something like this, whereas in English you would, but in English we're just tending to use, are you coming sledging? Because that obviously means, are you coming with us?
Okay, so that brings us into phrase 2. And phrase 2 is, ich habe meinen Schlitten mitgebracht.
Ja, ich habe meinen Schlitten mitgebracht.
I remember in the early days, whenever I read the German sentence, you had several corrections to make. So we've come a long way in the time we've been doing this. Now we're talking about sledging, and I'm going to say that this means I have brought my sledge with me.
Absolutely.
Okay, remember we had a red sledge in the days when we had snow in England, we had a red sledge, but that's a while ago.
Right, yeah. Well, ours was all wood as far as I remember. I think there may be some photographs, but I can't really remember much of it using it, but I know there were some photographs of us sitting on a sledge.
Yeah, I mean, it was plastic, it wasn't wooden. And I've just
all right, ours was wood. I do remember that. Well, we saw one yesterday, didn't we? An antique one, you said.
Indeed, we did see an antique. It looked antique. Okay. Phrase 3. Der Hügel sieht perfekt zum Rodeln aus.
Yeah, it's Hügel. Der Hügel sieht perfekt zum Rodeln aus.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to... it looks good to... Well, Hügel. What is Hügel?
It's a hill. It's not a mountain. It's a lot smaller than a mountain. Think of Roundway Hill.
All right. Well, I wouldn't sledge down.
I wouldn't sledge down there either. But I think, no, actually, yes, the kids did. And I remember that there was, I mean, this is a long time ago here as well, when we had decent snow in England, and people went up to Roundway Hill, and I saw the remnants. A lot of kids just had some big cardboard sheets and just went down on cardboard and left them there for somebody else to use.
Right. So the English translation is that hill looks perfect for sledging. So Hügel is a hill.
Hügel is sort of, well, it may be a mixture sort of between a hill and a mound. It's probably bigger than a mound, but maybe not quite as big as when you're thinking of hill.
Okay, phrase 4. Zieh dich warm an, es ist kalt draußen.
Yeah, zieh dich warm an, es ist kalt draußen. That, of course, fits in for any sport in the winter, not just sledging.
Well, that's true. Yeah, so see, see is a verb?
It's a separable verb.
Uh-huh. So it's separable from anziehen.
The verb is anziehen.
Anziehen. And anziehen is?
To put on.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so wear warm clothes. Because
it's one way to say, yeah.
Yeah, it's cold outside.
Yeah, exactly.
A more succinct way to say it is the translation that you put together, which is dress warmly, it's cold outside. Okay, phrase 5. Pass auf, der Hang ist ziemlich steil.
Yeah, probably need a bit more emphasis in there. Pass auf, der Hang ist ziemlich steil.
Sorry. Pass auf! Der Hang ist ziemlich steil.
Well, you know what pass auf means. We've had this before.
Be careful.
Yeah, so you wouldn't just say, oh, be careful.
It's a warning.
It is, exactly. So be careful. Watch out, be careful. But what does the other person need to watch out for?
A steep slope.
Yeah.
So ziemlich is quite, and steil is steep. Steep.
Steep, yeah.
Okay. Phrase 6. Wer möchte zuerst den Berg Hinunterfahren.
Hinunterfahren. Wer möchte zuerst den Berg hinunterfahren? Obviously, if you're on your own, you don't need that question. But if you're going with a group.
Yeah. Right. Who would like or who wants to go down the hill zuerst? Erst is first, or yeah. Who wants to go down the hill first?
That's it.
Right. So we've gone from der Hang to a berg.
Which is well, Hang is the slope. Berg and Hügel are both really mountains. Well, mounts or anything like this. I think if you're thinking of Berg and you're looking at mountains, that's probably not quite the right Berg, but people would use Berg even if it is only a mount.
Okay, so who wants to go down the hill first? Phrase 7. Wir müssen auf andere Rodler aufpassen.
Ja, wir müssen auf andere Rodler aufpassen.
Right. Andere.
Other.
Other?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So other, we said Rodler is sledges. Yeah.
Rodeln is sledging. Rodler is the person who is doing the sledging, the sledger.
Right. So we must look out for other sledges.
Yeah.
That's the translation.
I mean, if it's an organized sport, then obviously they go in turns. But when you're on a little mount or a little hill and you just go down, you want to be careful that you're not in the way of somebody else.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, you don't want to knock anybody off the sledge.
Exactly.
And Phrase 8. Am Ende des Hügels gibt es eine scharfe curve. I'll say the E, but should I say the E?
Yeah,
I should have said the E.
You should have said the E. Am Ende des Hügels gibt es eine scharfe Kurve.
Right. At the end of the course is a sharp curve?
Or a sharp turn.
Turn.
A sharp turn at the end of the hill or at the end of the mount or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so be aware of it when you're rolling down, sledging down with your sledge.
Totally. And okay, so sharp turn at the end of the hill. And phrase 9.
Final sentence because we want to go home.
True. Meine Hände sind eiskalt. Ich brauche Handschuhe.
Ja, meine Hände sind eiskalt. Ich brauche Handschuhe.
Right. Meine Hände are ice cold. Ice cold. I should have brought gloves.
No, well, it's the thought, but the brauche is I need. But yes, you're right that you should have brought gloves. But here it's I need gloves.
So this is just one of the idiosyncrasies of German. Hand is a hand.
Yeah.
Shoe is a shoe.
Yeah.
And it's shoes for hands.
Yeah.
Handshoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very logical.
The same as the eiskalt. We probably would say my hands are freezing.
Mm.
Yeah. But in German again, they're as cold as ice.
Yes. Totally. Right, now what's going to happen is the 9 German phrases are going to be read expertly by Angelika, and I will try and read the English translation. So we're going to rewind to phrase 1.
Kommst du mit zum Schlittenfahren? Or I could have said, kommst du mit zum Rodeln?
Are you coming sledging?
Ja, and I'm ready. Ich habe meinen Schlitten mitgebracht.
I brought my sledge.
Der Hügel sieht perfekt zum Rodeln aus.
That hill looks perfect for sledging.
And then comes Mum's warning. Zieh dich warm an. Es ist kalt draußen. It's always mums who say that, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Dress warmly, it's cold outside.
Pass auf, der Hang ist ziemlich steil.
To be careful. Sorry, I read the.
It's T5.
Be careful. The slope is quite steep. Press 6.
Wer möchte zuerst den Berg hinunterfahren? That's probably looking for somebody to be a guinea pig, isn't it? You try it out first.
Yeah, if you get to the bottom in one piece, we'll have a go.
Yeah, exactly.
Who wants to go down the hill first?
Wir müssen auf andere Rodler aufpassen.
We need to watch out for other sledgers. Sledgers, not sledgers. There's an R in there. Oh, just a minute.
Oh, yeah. I was just about to read the English.
Okay.
Am Ende des Hügels gibt es eine scharfe Kurve.
And there's a sharp turn at the end of the hill.
Oh, meine Hände sind eiskalt. Ich brauche Handschuhe.
Ah. Okay, my hands are freezing. I need gloves. Right.
I went out without gloves the other day, and because it looked nice, and that's exactly what I said. My hands are freezing. I need gloves.
Okay, and good timing. We are joined by Corinda. Good morning from LA. Good to see you.
Yes.
Sorry, Las Vegas. Corinda is in Las Vegas at Kate's show, CES, and very early in the morning. Last day of Kez. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, Corinda. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Now enjoy your posts from Kez. And
thank you for still joining us, though.
That's true. Thank you. Right, now I'm going to remove that picture and I'm going to bring in this picture. And Angelika, would you like to tell us more about it?
Yes, my latest product. It's not a PDF, it's not a book, it's not a course. It's a Google spreadsheet. It's a task tracker and a smart calendar for German learners. So the first thing is, this is for people who've got a Google account, but you only need the free one. So if you haven't got one, you could just go and get one very easily. You don't need the paid version. And this is a smart calendar and also task tracker, so you can track all your German tasks that you have. So as an example, if you always want to make sure that you're watching Ask Angelika, even the replay, because you know it's on and you haven't watched the latest episode, you can put that into your task tracker. Yeah, watch Ask Angelika season 6, episode 6. And you really want to watch it by, I don't know, let's say Sunday. So you can fill that in. You can even say whether it's priority or not quite so important. And your smart calendar will then remind you if you have forgotten about it and you haven't watched it yet. Or if you have, you can then tick it off.
Brilliant.
So like a paper calendar, but it does it all digitally. And that's my latest product. And there is a QR code on there, so people could even click the QR code while they're watching the video, or I will put the link in as well for it. And this is my latest product that I made that you can buy just to improve your German.
The QR code is bottom right. And we say hello to John, who's been watching too.
Brilliant. Hello, John.
All good?
Nice to see you again. Yes.
Corinda is saying yes, he's really enjoyed Kez. So let's come back to you and me. And if we take that off, we're now back. And oh yes. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Just a minute. That feels better. Okay.
It looks more nice and level, doesn't it? It doesn't look, you think there's something wrong when the picture is on the side.
Angelika, would you like to close today's broadcast?
Yeah, well, thank you for watching. You never know, you may just be in Germany or in a German-speaking country one day when there is lots of snow. Doesn't look that hopeful at the moment, certainly not here in Wiltshire, although we've got ice. I can see whiteness outside, but that's not snow. So thank you for watching, and we'll hope to see you again next time. Most likely will be another winter sport, but I haven't decided yet.
Right, and we say thank you to Guy Cook, who dropped in as well, and to Aaron Riggs, sorry. Yeah, Aaron Riggs, correct, for joining in too. And we'll see you again.
Okay, and so until then, it's tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir. Auf Wiedersehen.